On Friday, the Mariners ensured that the revolving door of their manager's office is closed for business, at least for the foreseeable future, by giving Scott Servais a multi-year contract extension. One by one, they've come into the job with the same big talk about building culture, stability and lasting success. And one by one, they've gone, usually before you even got a chance to know them. Another Mariners manager relegated to the dustbin of the post-Lou Piniella era. Bob Melvin couldn't manage a Boy Scout troop, one Seattle front office executive whispered to me shortly before they let him go 2 seasons in, which might have surprised Melvin's next 2 employers when he was named NL Manager of the Year in Arizona and Oakland, respectively. Mike Hargrove mysteriously drove away in his red pickup truck in the middle of his 3rd season, leaving in the midst of an 8-game winning streak. John McLaren didn't even last a full season. Don Wakamatsu made it through 2 boom and bust years, and Eric Wedge had 3 lackluster seasons before a feud with general manager Jack Zadorinchik did him in. Wedge's successor, Lloyd McClendon, got the axe 2 years later, shortly after Zadorinchik did. It was a franchise crying out for stability in the manager's office, and now they finally have it. They have it thanks to a guy who had never done the job before, at any level, yet proved to have a deft touch in building a strong clubhouse culture and now has the Mariners poised for a run at an ever-elusive playoff berth. On Friday, the Mariners ensured that the revolving door of their manager's office is closed for business, at least for the foreseeable future, by giving Scott Servais a multi-year contract extension. For the first time since Piniella received a 3-year extension on November 1, 2000, Sweet Lou made it through just 2 of those years before asking out of his contract. A whole other story. The Mariners have brought back a manager beyond the expiration of his initial contract. That continuity, such a vital element of team building, and so blatantly absent in Seattle for so long, should serve the Mariners well. So should the close working relationship built on the bonds of their longtime friendship and a shared vision, between Servais and general manager Jerry Dipoto. It was the worst-kept secret in the game that he was going to extend Servais' contract, said Dipoto after he received his own extension 2 weeks ago. The two talked for years about the path to their dream jobs, and now he said they are in them, exactly as envisioned, lame ducks no longer. And with a nucleus of players they believe will be the Mariners' core beyond this season as well. It's critical you have that kind of trust, where they're not wondering who's going to be sitting in that chair tomorrow. Dipoto said. There is not chatter going on in the corner of the room. Oh, their contracts are up. What are they going to do now? It's all solved, and we can just focus on winning today's game and refocus tomorrow. Servais has visibly grown on the job, more relaxed and confident with each passing year. Though you can second-guess various strategic moves, as with any manager, you have to acknowledge that his record in one-run wins is extraordinary. In Servais' tenure, 1/3 of Mariners' games have been of the one-run variety, and the Mariners have won them at a .590 clip, 82-57, even better this year at 26-12.684. I think that's reflective of good decision-making when the game matters and keeping the energy level high, because that's how you win close games in the big leagues, Dipoto said. Servais recognizes that at the heart of baseball, it's the player's game. His biggest achievement, he said, is getting them to accept that they are playing for something bigger than themselves. And he has evolved in his attitude toward letting the players express their personality even if it chafed at his old-school sensibilities. Let people come in, be who they are, and let the personalities come out. Servais said. We've seen it at different times, especially this year. Let them wear their uniform the way they want to wear it, whatever haircut they want to go with. It's really secondary to me. I wasn't always that way, but I think over time I've learned. Some might say this extension is premature, that the Mariners have won nothing yet and this season could still end in a flameout. That might be true, but it's high time for this franchise to let a manager find his own way, to resist the urge to cut ties at the first sign of adversity. That is what they have done, admirably, with Servais, who shows all the attributes of being a manager who can become a fixture here. He certainly deserves more than 3 years to prove it.